But here's the thing. Families today don't choose schools the same way they did 20 years ago. Parents are looking online, they're scrolling social media, they're comparing experiences, and before they ever meet your director, before they tour your classrooms, before they hear about your curriculum, they're already deciding how they feel about your school based on the building. Today, I want to show you something most people don't realize. Every one of these modern childcare center designs costs about the same to build as a traditional childcare building. Not more, not less, just smarter. And by the end of this video, I'm going to show you the one design element that has the biggest impact on parent perception while adding almost no additional cost to your project. Most owners completely miss it. Let's start with the first thing people notice, the feeling. You can walk up to one building and immediately feel that it's modern, welcoming, and intentional. Then walk up to another building that costs the exact same amount and somehow it feels tired before it even opens. Why? Usually it's not because of expensive materials. It's because of composition. Look at the simple roof forms. Notice how we're using one strong architectural gesture instead of 15 competing ones. A clean gable, a strong entry canopy, a clear focal point. The building knows what it wants to be. Parents subconsciously understand where the front door is. The building feels organized. That creates confidence, and confidence is exactly what parents are buying. They're not buying childcare, they're buying peace of mind. The second thing you'll notice is the amount of glass. Not because we want a glass building, but because transparency creates trust. When parents arrive, they see activity inside. They see light, they see life, they see movement. The building feels open instead of secretive, and that's powerful, especially for first-time parents who are nervous about leaving their child somewhere new. Now let's talk about the biggest misconception. People look at buildings like these and assume they're dramatically more expensive. They're usually not. The wood look siding often costs the same as other exterior finishes. The black storefront windows, frequently no different than bronze storefront systems. The modern lighting, just a few $1,000s on a multi-million-dollar project. The landscaping, usually less than 1% of total project cost. What changes isn't the budget. What changes is where the money goes. Instead of spending money on unnecessary roof complexity, we spend it on the experience. Instead of decorative, fake shutters, we invest in larger windows. Instead of 10 different materials fighting for attention, we use 3 materials really well. That's what luxury hotels do. That's what great retail brands do. And that's exactly what successful childcare brands are beginning to do as well. Simple, intentional, timeless. The goal isn't to impress architects. The goal is to make families feel something, because people remember how a building made them feel long after they've forgotten what materials were used. Parents rarely walk into a childcare center and say, "Wow, I love that parapet design." That never happens. But they do say things like, "This feels calm. This feels clean. This feels safe. This feels happy." And every one of those emotions comes from design. Natural light, views outside, warm materials, clear wayfinding, comfortable proportions, landscaping, human scale. These things work together to lower stress. Think about it. Dropping your child off every morning is an emotional experience. The building should help. That's why I love these modern childcare concepts. They're sophisticated enough to appeal to parents, but playful enough to still feel like childhood. Not cartoonish, not theme park architecture, not covered in primary colors, just warm, modern, inviting. And the best part, 5 years from now, they'll still look current. 10 years from now, they will still look current because trends come and go, but simplicity never goes out of style. Now, here's the design element I promised at the beginning. The one thing that changes parent perception more than almost anything else. Are you ready? It's the entrance. Not the building, the entrance. I've seen owners spend hundreds of thousands of dollars upgrading an entire building and still create a weak front door experience. The entrance is where first impressions happen. It's where enrollment begins. It's where trust begins. It's where parents decide whether this place feels special. A great entrance doesn't need to be expensive. It needs to be intentional. And in the next video, I'm going to break down exactly how I design childcare center entrances, the common mistakes I see, the design tricks that make a school feel premium, and the specific details that can increase perceived value without increasing construction costs. Because sometimes the difference between a school that feels ordinary and one that feels unforgettable comes down to just a few feet of architecture, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Subscribe to my channel for the next video.